It's a Monday night. It's time for some fun Dungeons and Dragons. You're listening to your Poo-Too right now on the Calm channel as we get our crew together here and get ready to go on a magical adventure into some fun times, some crazy times, and some good laughs along the way. Okay, let me make sure everything's booting up here. How is everybody doing tonight, Poo-Too crew? How is everybody?
Doing
Just
great.
fine.
Doing fine.
Good. Well,
Staying healthy.
I hope you're about to do even better because PS Zombie's going to take us on a great journey here, man. I'll let you start off, Sir DM.
Sure thing. I just wanted to remind our players we ended on a long rest, so those of you who prepare spells, if you want to take a look at that, now would be the time to do that before things get really started. Yeah, we remain on the high seas. Last session, our adventurers went on a spooky haunted derelict vessel where they fought some skeletal pirates who didn't prove to be too much trouble. Found a chest that contained this ectoplasmic currency that they seem to be collecting, as well as more traditional currency in a chest, along with a magical dagger, which ended up in Alibaba's
That's right.
possession. They returned to the pirate ship and continued in pursuit of the pirates' quarry, which is another ship that I don't think we really know too much about as of right now. Yeah, I think that's about where we are. I guess we can just do a round of real quick introductions. What's up, bud?
Intros. Never mind. I'm Climate Changer playing Alibaba. I just totally screwing up the order.
Nice.
No worries, man.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah. The Tiefling Warlock of the group.
Nice. I like that you went out of order. This is a variety show after all.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it should.
Who knows what could happen next?
I know, but I don't even know anymore. Do I go? I guess I'll go. Poo-Too to ASU is my name. Bovine is my game. I'm a Minotaur character. My name is Amubis Calvin, and I am for you D&Ders out there, a Grave Domain Cleric, which basically means of a man of God, or a man of the dead, however you want to read that. And I'm slowly dipping my toes
Man of a god.
Man of a god. There you go. Singular god. I'm dipping my toes into Paladin class a little bit. So I've got a little flavor of that in my character. So
Everyone has boons.
Yes.
I just want to say, Poo-Too, real quick. It looks like maybe you're missing one of your accounts. I don't know if it's the viewing account or the playing account, but currently you only have one.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Thanks for that
on
catch.
Roll20. Yeah.
All right, Battle Armor.
I am Battle Armor. I'm playing Karos Fester. I am an Artificer of the Armorer subclass. I am playing a wingless, a flightless Avariel. And yeah,
Just
I've got a couple of extra little cleric things that I can do for the time being.
We're just out here having fun.
Yeah, surviving.
All right, Nito. Yeah, so I'll say that unless y'all had something you wanted to do during the nighttime, it passes pretty uneventfully.
I think climate change.
Hey, check out this dagger I found, everyone. Look.
Are you sure you don't want to? Are you sure you don't want to go near your lamp to figure that out, Alibaba?
And I spent some time. No, I don't want to go
You
in there right
sure?
now.
You
No.
there's not a comical interaction that may happen, or some fun dialogue that might be
Seems
good
like
for
metagaming.
viewers. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
The content creator.
We already figured out what it was, though.
Okay.
How much have you sold out already, Putu?
I've got some genie monetary items in the
Oh,
shop.
he's being sponsored.
Yeah, we
got to do somebody a month, guys. Come on.
We got our patron merch.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I think I did what I wanted to do last night, last session, which was just have a little chat to try to suss out a little bit more where these various pirates' headspaces are at. See what the path is doing to them.
I think
Yep.
Anubis
And,
just kind of slept hard. That's all he did. So nothing eventful there.
Yeah, so yeah, you had your conversation up in the crow's nest. If people missed last session, these people they've encountered in the past path are a little bit strange. They are a sort of hybrid race. They have grayish skin, mildly pointed ears, mildly pointed teeth, and are generally kind of hard to pin down. You can see orc qualities in them. You can see elven qualities in them. Even you could buy that they had infernal blood. There's just unlike any terrestrial race, and they all seem to have kind of odd memory quirks. They seemingly have their own thoughts and purpose, but trail off when certain conversations arise.
And
But,
interestingly, to Karos at least, is they seem to recoil in physical pain when sort of the meta aspects of the path are brought up. Interesting. Seems like they are puppets, actors on a stage.
And then the dagger that Alibaba shows you, I think I briefly described it, but it's a wavy curved blade with a very kind of natural look to it, as opposed to the kind of stuff that you might see Kuros using. Has very very clean lines and a very like designed scientific look to it. This one looks like almost like it was grown or something. And in its hilt is an hourglass, which is on kind of like a gyroscopic mount. It's a small hourglass, so like it fits within the handle of the dagger. But no matter how you tilt the dagger, the hourglass is always upright. So it is currently not possible to use it as an hourglass, ironically. Yes,
So is it always out of time, or is it always full of time?
Nice.
I feel like that would actually be like a really fun. I feel like it would be a really fun art piece to have like a gyroscopic hourglass, so that you could literally never flip it.
That's a good point. I'm super clever. Yeah, so I think that's everything we did. And you can now clearly see the ship you're coming up on, even if you're not in the crow's nest. You are rapidly approaching it. It seems to be just full steam ahead, fleeing from you, and you're full steam ahead chasing it. Your ship is definitely faster. You're definitely catching up.
Captain, how long thereabouts did you say until we caught up to your quarry?
Oh, he looks at the sun, kind of, which is it's risen fully now, but it's still pretty low on the horizon. It's currently behind you. He kind of looks back, looks forward to the ship, kind of feels the wind. I reckon it'd be about midday.
Oh, all right then.
I mean, barring any strange circumstance.
Seems like on the high seas, there's always a strange circumstance. Oh, I forgot I wasn't gonna do a pirate voice. I almost.
It's right. There's a sort of voice distortion effect on you that mildly masks any accidental accent mimicry.
Becoming a pirate.
But yeah, Joe Glass now he slides down from the crow's nest and goes, not if you're lucky. In reference to you saying there's always some problem. That was too long ago.
I think Amubis kind of shuffles up next to the captain and makes like a prominent looking stance, kind of like a in charge stance, and he just kind of goes, "I too am familiar with the sun positions," and that's all he says. Like just and he kind of looks onward.
Really trying to assert himself as the sun guy.
Yeah,
the sun guy, right?
Yeah, well, you can clearly see the real sun is directly overhead, so it's kind of a confusing scenario for you. As the path's sun is often desynced with the actual sun, which is, for the viewers, Amubis was granted a boon that gave him a milky eye that lets him always see the position of the true sun.
No pun intended.
Which is different than the path's sun.
Milky.
Yes, it's milky, like sunburnt, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, Black Susan starts walking up and down the decks. She's kicking guys. She's slapping them with her sword, saying, "All right, on you, lot. If we don't catch them, I'll have all of you. I'll marry every one of you." She murders her husband, so this is a threatening statement.
Kind of her thing.
Yes, killing husbands is her only characterization at the time. Yeah, y'all can do stuff, or we can zippity doo dah.
Is there any sort of preparation that you would like us to prepare, Captain?
Well,
I'm sure men have this covered, but
when we catch up, there'll be some boarding. I reckon y'all might be part of the boarding party.
That sounds good.
Aye.
And Joe says, not much else to do on a ship like this. Just catch up and board them.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. I would prefer to be the back of the boarding party. Just, if that's okay with you.
And somebody, I'll say Amubis, because I think you were the only one who really went below deck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if Alibaba did.
I did.
Well, y'all can both give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
I like investigation. It's one of my favorite skills.
It is a good skill.
Make this excellent. Here we go.
First roll of the night.
Dead even.
Dead even.
There are things, and then there are not things.
There are items.
It's all about the same.
You don't notice anything, but you don't not notice anything.
Terrible.
Let me put it this way. When you were below deck, you didn't notice any light coming in from outside. That's about
a submarine.
as much as I care to.
I
On a
am
roll
going
as
to,
this. What's up?
in preparation. I'm gonna go ahead and head up to the lookout post because I can make my way down pretty easily.
Oh, sweetenly.
I'll be able to jump onto their ship maybe a bit earlier or something. Maybe
Nice.
intimidate somebody, something like that.
Yeah, you certainly may.
So
Anybody else have some prep to do?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
is there actually one in front here like this?
What's up?
Is there another lookout post in front, or is it just this one in back?
There's another mast, but it's shorter.
Hmm.
It's a smaller sail. I don't know what the main sail and the jib sail or whatever.
Something like that.
So this one's going to be quite a bit higher, probably a good 30% higher.
Cool. I'll stay on this one then.
It also has a nest. The other one, you could climb ropes and like stand on the mast.
Yeah, that's
But this one's going to be more comfortable.
comfy lad.
Cool. All right. Well, you make your way through the ocean, which is very clear. Doesn't seem to be choppy. Not too many clouds. Plenty of wind behind you, and you find yourselves in the position where you can see a little bit on deck. So y'all can hit me with some perception. And Karos, because you're in the crow's nest, you can have advantage on that if you'd like.
Nice.
Excellent. Oh, never turn out advantage.
Terrific.
Helped quite a bit.
Yeah, that is a great set of rolls. So just before you move your characters or anything, I'm just gonna show you the map of the ship you're pursuing. So I reckon y'all can see everything
23.
pretty good. So you can see there are multiple crew members on the ship. This is a much cleaner and more elaborately designed ship than your sort of rough and tumble pirate ship. It seems to be, sort of part of an empire or some sort of more wealthy, more militarized organization. There's a woman at the helm who seems dressed a cut above the rest. There's also a burly, sort of middle-aged, rough-looking dude up by the bow of the ship, as well as 4 other sailors who have the same sort of generic quality that the crewmen have on your pirate ship.
Hmm.
Do they see us approaching?
I'm sure they've been clocking us for a while.
Yeah, probably.
They certainly can see your ship. As to whether they see like the details of who's on it, you cannot tell.
Okay.
What if we pretend to be friendly pirates?
Is there such a thing?
I'll say one thing that's notable to you. The ship does have cannons, but nobody seems to be moving to use them.
Our ship?
Their ship. You don't see kegs of powder. They look shiny and new, and nobody seems to be doing nothing. And I will say that also, we can go back there if you felt like you need to see more, but we'll just go back to our ship for now. On your ship, nobody seems to be moving for cannons.
Can I ask the captain that? I
Sure.
turn to the captain and say, Captain, are we not firing on this vessel before we board it?
Firing. Firing what?
Firing arms, cannon fire, some sort of preliminary assault before we board it?
That's not how ships work, mate. You just pull up alongside and go on board.
Okay. Karos.
Why would we want to destroy? Why would we want to destroy our ships? These things are expensive.
Well, just to disable part of it so it makes the boarding go smoother. Sort of attack and plunder. I guess I'm just a man of God and don't really know how these things work, but I would think you'd want to slim down the defenses a little on this end before we go
Well,
in.
I can try me crossbow, but I don't think it'll do much.
Alrighty then. Alibaba, Karos, am I completely out of line here, or does this seem to be very nautical nonsense to you?
Very, very far away up in the sky. Otherwise,
Karos! Does this seem silly to you?
Thaumaturgy.
I was not using cannons.
That's
Yes,
what I said!
I think it's probably a part of the whole thing.
Alibaba,
I think.
would you
I think
use
probably
cannons?
more about the aesthetic.
Yeah, if I had cannons, I would use them, but it looks like they don't have cannons. We just have
I think technology might be a bit hard for the craft to reproduce. I've
We've
got
been
several theories.
crossbows.
Shouting, and I think it'll cause them physical pain.
What?
I'm not hearing if anyone's trying to do anything like that.
I will say that as one of the persons who put more advanced stuff in, the projects you did, it was not often, if ever, you put things like chemicals or black powder. It was more raw materials and magic items.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna board
We could,
casually then.
light the crossbows on fire and shoot them all at the captain on the enemy ship and burn him alive. Who's with me?
There you go. Maybe you should be the captain, Alibaba.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's sort of like we're gonna upset the balance of the way that war has always been in this world, and we're just gonna introduce if we all stand with spears in a shield formation, you can form a phalanx, and they'll be like, oh, what? And then suddenly war evolves.
Yeah, as you try to rally the men, they've almost gone in a stupor. They continue their duties, but they don't acknowledge what you're saying. They've got kind of 1,000-yard stare, and they shuffle about the deck. Even
Perfect boarding crew.
even Black Susan just seems to be kind of pacing, watching them.
Yeah.
These people do not appear to be on very high alert for people who are about to be a boarding party.
This is strange.
So I'll say that y'all are maybe, we'll move up to 300 feet away, so y'all are close. You're within a round or two of beginning the boarding process. If y'all would like to do anything now, or we can.
So I have a spell called Destroy Empire Ship.
Yeah.
I picked it at the beginning, hoping this would happen. It's a level 5.
Dude, that's It's my favorite first level spell. It's so handy.
Oof. And it's just a bonus action, so like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
It stays up for 10 minutes. You can repeat it as a bonus action. Take out a whole fleet.
What side are we coming up on then? Left or right? Or sorry, port or starboard?
Let me glance at my map. So you are coming up on their right is starboard?
Starboard. Yep.
Yes. You're coming up on their starboard. Your port is coming up on their starboard.
Sounds good. So I will shimmy myself over to the other side of the mast, to the port side of this mast, so that I can just drop down.
Yeah, totally. I'll say with the height you have, I don't know exactly what the formula is, but I'll say you can glide about 100 feet.
Nice.
And with your, I assume, featherfall.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna straight up drop.
Yeah. And then when it's time, I'll have you do a acrobatics check to see if you can land where you intend.
Sounds good.
Anybody else prepping something?
I cast guidance on myself.
All right.
Do we see any sort of reaction over there on the other ship to us approaching?
Yep. Y'all rolled pretty high perception. I'll say that the two officers were kind of looking at the ship, your ship, dead on. Definitely aware, but not making any serious moves. And the sailors were just trying to keep the ship going as fast as possible, so they were not actively preparing anything either.
What's going on? They're not flinching. This is not normal. Alibaba, I think your crossbow idea might be a good one.
yeah, let's just shake things up a little bit. See what happens, you know?
Sort of like fish in a barrel.
Or we could just board the ship. Whatever.
So yeah, I'll say because were you gonna Eldritch Blast him or are you gonna crossbow him? What was your plan here?
I was gonna prestidigitate the crossbow bolt to be on fire and then shoot it manually, you know?
Yeah, totally. Well, we'll move up to about 100 feet from the ship because then I think multiple people can do their stuff. And then we'll say after one round of being 100 feet away, you'll be close enough that people can manually board. So basically, you'll get an extra round based on your actions, Kuros. Alrighty. So
Fire the crossbow.
The missile.
yeah, go ahead and do an attack roll.
Who
Who are you aiming at, by the way?
Tom Frost.
Cool.
You're gonna
He's
melt
not
the
he's
frost.
The burly quartermaster type.
He's gonna be Tom Fire.
Melt that frost away.
Yeah, 17's pretty good. I think that hits. Oh yeah,
Anybody else do anything?
that definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay. For the crossbow thing? What's it?
Yeah. Do you have,
Corsair?
you have a crossbow?
So I'm looking at the map and looking at these.
Oh,
I
like the
guess-
mounted crossbow thing?
Yes, I guess is another term. That's what
Yeah,
I
we'll
was.
say those are light crossbows. So do 1d8 plus your dex mod. And then we'll do
That's,
your dex mod 2
First strike.
is 1.
is
So
1.
9.
And then we'll do
Right.
it. We'll do an additional 2 fire damage for it being a light.
Alright. Sweet.
So he takes 7 damage as you strike him in the shoulder.
I do not like you in particular.
He begins ringing a bell like ding, 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 ding. But Karos, go ahead and do an athletics check
Can
or
do
acrobatics.
acrobatics.
All right, goodness.
Nine. Not fantastic.
Yeah, so we'll say you don't get to choose per se where you land. We'll go ahead and I think it's a good time to move
Swap over, yeah.
to the new map. What's up?
And as I'm on my way down,
Mm-hmm.
can I cast fairy fire on a section of them?
Certainly.
5,
Um,
10, 15, 20 foot cubes. 5.
I will say you end up dropping here.
Okay. Yeah, I can only hit 2 of them at a given time. So I'm actually instead just gonna go ahead and do a sort of we'll say a flying punch at this sailor that I was going down to. A gliding
Yeah, sweet.
punch, falling with style.
With style.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make my fist attack. It's actually a big blade, of course.
Terrific. That definitely hits. Sorry, I keep messing with my mic. I'm sure it's annoying.
That's fine. That's 11 thunder damage.
Yeah.
And just as a trial, since nobody on my side is here to hear it, as I'm coming down, I'm going to loudly just sort of stream of consciousness to see their reactions. Be like, "This is all fake. You're part of a thing called the Path. You're not real sailors. I don't even know real people. This is all pre-planned by something. We're not from here. I don't think you are either." And I'm just gonna basically like list everything.
Fourth wall. Fourth wall. You're breaking the fourth wall.
I'm in a game called D&D. I'm not real.
None of us are real. Well, as you glide in, you do kind of slam the ground, superhero landing style, and the shockwave of your thunder gauntlet knocks this guy fully overboard.
Noise.
He gets blasted off. As far as your shouting, I'll let you do a persuasion check.
Oh boy, I think I'm bad at those. Yep. I got 0 charisma.
Bad
12.
Well, they're inclined to disbelieve you anyways, as you were pirates invading their ship. So there was kind of little you could say that they would particularly heed. And the fact that it's complete nonsense to them really helps them just
That's
ignore it. And they're just like, what is... So yes, they are... Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative since that's
perfect.
Things begun and damage done.
Can
Let
we move our tokens on too, or is it
me clear this once. One sec. Let me just remember how to clear this. Okay.
Falling over.
Yeah, if you want to put your guys just to the side over there,
Okay.
y'all can pop over in a round. You know. Let me find. Gosh, it gets harder every time to find everybody's character sheets.
Sailing east and west.
All right, there's Mr. Frost, Miss True
You can make them
story.
subfolders and stuff.
That's what
You
I
should have
do.
yeah.
Subfolder.
Subfolders?
Yeah.
Submarine
Yeah.
folders?
You get organized, but it's next time. So
It takes a minute. I can show you. I
Rose,
can show you one Friday, Trist. It actually helps me a lot when I was doing it. But get organized.
this is a cool map, man. This is cool.
Yeah, your maps
Mhm.
your maps are always very
Yeah, I found some really neat ship ones. I was very pleased.
they got a cool level of
Really neat
detail on
ship.
them. Like that.
Yeah, I definitely have like a certain aesthetic I go for in my maps. And these ships, they were nice because they were kind of uniform. I don't know if they're literally all the same artists, but they definitely had a similar feel.
Definitely keeps the campaign afloat.
Yeah, since Amubis and Alibaba, you guys are first, and you're also the ones coming
Keeps
from the
things
other
bright.
ship. If you want, I'll let you. You can use your movement to get on deck. So you can only go in one of the blocks that is on, that side of the ship, and
Okay.
it would cost your full movement. But if you want to get on deck, you may.
Starboard.
So we basically have another
Yes,
turn, and we'll be just able to walk right on board. Explain that a little bit more.
So basically, your ship was approaching, and you had to swing over,
Okay.
pirate style.
Okay.
And I was going to have it take another round, but both of you are first in initiative. So I feel like as reward for that, you can swing over this turn. It'll just take all of your movement. So you can go anywhere along the starboard edge, the right-hand side of the ship, but that'll be all your movement. Your movement will be 0 after that. If you want to. Or next turn, you can go
All right,
wherever you please on the ship.
I'm gonna jump onto the ship.
Yes.
Well, it is Amubis' turn, but
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm gonna take.
Yeah,
that
that's fine. You can place
Well,
yourself there.
I kind of want to just run in guns a-blazing. I want to use all my movement to just get in up into Tom Frost and ram him.
You can't quite reach him. You can
Ah.
go one square back, so you can be next to that sailor if you
All
care
right,
to.
I'm going to ram this sailor who didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Very cleric
I mean,
of me, I know.
you're here to be pirates.
I'm fairly certain he's not a real person, if that helps you at all.
Yeah, go ahead and do your attack roll.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting too into this. Ah!
Yep, that'll hit. Solarific. Yeah, you gouge him with your shield as he attempts to draw his sword. And, oh wait. Not that.
Does
There we
he
go.
draw his sword out of anticipation or reaction?
Just anticipation.
Okay.
He just Kroos just blew up one of his buddies, so he was like, "Huh!" And then like as he's drawing, he gets gouged, and he's like, "Ah!"
Does he make that noise?
I like to imagine you sort of use the momentum of the swing to just use your solar shield to.
Indeed.
That's right.
Yeah. So he's still standing, but he is badly injured.
Cool.
Alibaba.
I swing onto the far end of the pirate ship and look across the bow and see this crazy person on the other end, and I think I'm gonna make him crazier. So I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness
Oh, nice. Nice.
on Rose Fleury or whatever. Rose Fleury.
That's right. All right, terrific. What save does she do?
Wisdom save.
All right,
15.
let's see
Gotta
what
be a
she can
15.
do. Where is she? Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, she does not pass.
So you see a crown of jagged iron kind of appear above his or her head, and their eyes kind of go vacant.
All right. Well, she is crowned and she is mad. So, yeah, on her turn, I guess you designate a target, and she must attack it. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct. I hope you didn't have any dialogue planned here.
Well, she can still talk. Nothing about it that she can't.
Question about that. Is she required to move as part of that action, or just if nobody's in
Her movement
range?
is completely her own. She just, if there is, basically before she moves, Alibaba can designate a target for her to attack. If there is no target for her to attack, she essentially has her free turn. So it's basically just he can waste her action if there's somebody that he wants her to attack nearby.
Gotcha. Nice. Well, she is maddened by you.
And of course, the regular charmed conditions apply.
And I'll say she had a lovely captain's hat on, which is blown off by her magic and now replaced by a flaming crown.
The charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack. Again. Okay.
So you can. She's not near anyone right now.
The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none is within reach. So if I choose a creature, he has to move to that creature and attack it.
Or if none are within reach. So currently her reach does not have a target nearby, and so it basically forces her to make her action before her movement and at whatever target you want. But if that condition is not fulfilled, basically the spell doesn't do much for that turn. So somebody needs to be nearby her for her to attack in order for the spell's effects to kind of go off. And in that case,
if she's not near anyone, then it's a useless spell because I can't tell her to move.
Yeah, you can't force her movement at all.
Okay.
You can tell her to hurt herself.
Other than her,
you can't do that. All right.
If she gets near a sailor, then she can start whacking on him, and basically you get to stop her from attacking us, and she attacks her friends. But she just needs to be near somebody. So I'll try working with you, get her there. But
well, she is.
If she's distracted, you can take out the other.
She shakes off the madness for this turn, though it remains with her. She does wisdom throw at the end of her turn. She's going to run down these steps towards Karos, and she's going to make 2 attacks with her Scimitar.
Schmita. One hits.
And that'll be 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage.
From her slash. And then she's also going to make a dagger attack. Because she's a bandit captain. That'll miss. So she does a flurry of attacks. And only manages to land 1 through your armor. And that's where she'll end her turn. The sailors shall go. This one next to Amubis is going to attack Amubis.
No!
with his Schmiter.
Bring it on.
Do a big miss. This sailor over here is going to attack Karos with his Schmiter.
Good luck.
I'm behind 7 proxies.
You have been rolling.
And miss. And this guy, he'll run up to Alibaba and give him a go
No.
Have
with
it.
a Schmiter. That's his best chance to hit. Oh,
You
you
got
take a big 2 slashing damage as his sword partially deflects off your scales, but it manages to dig into a non-scaly bit. That's the end of them.
pain.
Monsieur Tom Frost. He is. Well, trying to think if he's more upset with Alibaba. I'll say he did not see that it was Alibaba who shot him, and he's going to attack Amumus. Because his perception's not that great. He's going to attack you 2 times with his mace. He's like swinging a spyglass at you. I assume just the critical hits.
Yeah.
Amumus.
Yeah, it hits. It hurts.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage as he bashes you over the skull with his mace. Now, I think you can cancel criticals as a Grave Cleric, maybe?
No power I have does that I can see.
Probably a later thing. I think that might be 6.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. It's a pretty sweet thing Grave Clerics can do later. Yeah, Tom Frost will
Spoiler alert.
You will not stop us from delivering our cargo.
And what is your cargo, out of curiosity?
He does not acknowledge you.
That's fair. I did roll very low on persuasion.
And now a twist. I feel like without music, this is just like really slow pace sounding. But suddenly, flying down from the high up sky, you see Joe Glass
Oh, Joe Glass.
swinging upon deck. And he lands right next to Karos and attacks.
Me?
Oh, yes.
What?
Rude.
He is rude. He will make 2 attacks with his short sword as he stabs at you.
How dare.
Indeed. Oh, wait. I gotta make these public. First one miss. Well, actually, no, this does not apply. That also misses. So, yeah, his attacks deflect off your armor, and I will now put him into his turn order. Betrayal. Here we go. He actually has an 8. I think he does technically go before Tom Frost, but for drama, he did not.
Does he say anything when he attacked?
Yes, but he says it quietly into Karos and says, "Sorry, mate, but I'm going to be needing your spot."
Oh, I get it.
What?
Karos, it's your turn.
Well, all right then. I I am going to yeah, this is what I will do. I will step back, taking the attack of opportunity if he would like it.
From the sailor.
From the sailor.
In his pathetic sailory sort of way.
Indeed.
And
Absolutely.
handily miss.
Insulting that he even tried. And I'm going to cast Thunderwave
Cool.
on the three of them. So it is a con save against my spell save. Oof, that's bad damage. That is arguably the worst, but I'm going to maximize it, actually.
Yeah, I was like, there's a way to improve that damage.
I'm indeed going to maximize it.
All right, so did you say I do a con save?
Yeah, con save.
Cool.
As
Yeah.
one of my gained abilities through the path, I have the Tempest Cleric ability to maximize the
cool.
rolls of any thunder or lightning damage.
Yeah.
that I-
So yeah, as your booming thunder comes from your gauntlets, it is echoed by thunder overhead as your god accelerates it, and you do about the best thunder wave you've ever done in your life.
Great news.
So I think
16 damage. Oof.
I think he passed.
Yeah, he passed. She passed. Well, that's not fantastic, to be perfectly honest. Well, he'll probably die. Yeah.
Yeah, he's handily dead. He flies off the other end of the ship. They take half damage, correct?
Yes, they take 8 damage. 8 thunder damage.
And are knocked. No, they're not knocked back.
No, if they save, they're not. Interesting.
Yeah, so they both tank the damage. But they're both definitely rattled by the horrific noise. Anything else from you?
I am going to use. No, I won't use my temp HP yet.
Yeah, you did take a bit of damage, right?
Yeah, I did. I have. So I'm now in regular HP. I was trying to decide if I was gonna do that or not, but no. That's a shame. I didn't mean to kill the guy that would have stopped Rose from attacking me, but hey.
Strategies, man.
That's the
I
way
didn't even think of that.
I was
Indeed.
thinking if I knocked him back and her back, they'd still be fine, or just her back, it would be fine. Did not count on her critting it out.
Every rose has its thorns.
Amubis, you're up to bet.
Okay. He's going to do a spiritual weapon. He's going to do that. He's going to kind of RP it like he did before. This apparition kind of thing off of his shield. Like, what did we say? Zelda mirror shield it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a sunlight reflection that moves around, and it looks pretty much identical to your Sola shield.
So,
Yeah, I don't. You should be able to move it, so you can put it where you please.
Okay. And
Who are you attacking with it?
I'm sending it at the sailor to kind of finish him off.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. That definitely hits. Yeah, that'll do it.
Can I knock him
Knocks
in
him
the water?
overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. We'll put it there probably.
Okay. And then I think that's all I can do this turn is cast.
No, you still have a full action.
Oh, really? Okay. I am going to try to, I guess, ram Tom Frost with another solar shield.
Totally.
And I'll kind of look over to where Karas was and where he got attacked by our supposed allies. And I'll just go, "Ha! Betrayed!" And I'll go and try to ram Tom Frost like he has something to do with it.
Nice.
But I'm too distracted by the
that-
betrayal.
Does not quite hit, I'm afraid. Damn, with a +7, that's a terrible
Yeah,
roll.
I know.
wild.
It was a terrible roll. And that's it for me.
Alrighty, Alibaba, you're up to bat.
All right. So red lightning kind of crackles out of the flask and rolls down my fingers as I cast Shocking Grasp.
Sick.
This little
Shocking Grasp is a cool spell.
Yes, very much so.
That'll hit.
hit.
Cool.
Yes, he is not wearing metal armor, but it still hits.
All right, so he takes 5 damage
Sweet.
and cannot react as I run away from him.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah. Like, he flashes and you see his skeleton for a second, like, yeah.
So
Just, it's like a cartoon.
guess I'm gonna go there.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to run away on a ship.
It's about as far as you can be from any individual person.
So now
And-
Rose Flurry. What's up?
I think I have to make a concentration check or something.
Crown of Madness has dropped because you have to use your action to maintain it. And then I think also maybe she needed to have made a wisdom save, and you might have needed to have made a con save at some point.
I don't think he took. Well,
He did.
no, he did. He did.
Sailor.
Well,
regardless-
that spell is basically worthless. I wish I'd never chosen that spell.
It's weird because it can be really useful. You can totally get somebody super hard, but you have to make sure that they've got somebody next to them at all times.
It seems like depending on the situation that's helpful. It's really situational.
Yeah, situation one of the best spells. Just because you can if you've got the world's greatest barbarian who can't ever attack your friends, I mean, he's on your side now, baby.
But ideally, the person you use it on has to be
Next.
amongst a bunch of enemies already.
Yeah, for sure. You probably only want to keep it out for one
You can't do anything.
because they'll probably run away from their friends and stuff like that. But it's good to catch somebody unawares who's directly next to somebody. I promise it'll be useful at some point. But yeah, sometimes as a warlock, it feels really bad to waste a spell. You're like, I've only got so many of those, and that one was a whiff.
And if you have super big time buyer's remorse, didn't understand the full extent of the spell, you can
No,
work
I thought I
something
could
out.
make them attack people and tell them where to go and who to attack.
That is Dominate Person. It is a fantastic spell and does exactly what you want.
It's just what you want to do.
It's
Yeah,
also
Rose.
higher. So
Yeah, Rose Flurry. She'll shout at Joe Glass, say, "Joe Glass, have you no shame coming here?" And he says, "I'm done with you, Rose." And she is still going to attack you, though, because she saw him attack you.
entirely fair. Enemy of my enemy.
Yes. It's very Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like two people dueling a third party while having a fight.
It's like if Pirates of the Caribbean had one guy in full knight armor and wings.
And he was the good guy.
Fair, would be awesome. Nope.
And then swing with her dagger. She another flurry of attacks, another flurry of misses. Joe Glass is gonna do his attacks.
Traitor.
He's like, you knew I was a pirate.
It's entirely fair. We have known him for Jesus.
He has attacked twice with his Dirty Needle is his magical short sword.
Dirty Needle. Yes, both of those quite handily hit.
All right. So you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
All right, will do. Good at those. 11. Oof, not that
Oof.
good.
Yeah, so you take 7 piercing and 7 poison damage as his sickly blade stabs into you.
Oof.
Yeah, that was the first one. And he does not get his sneak attack because she is not his ally. They just happen to be attacking the same person.
That's funny. Did you have to look that one up? Because I would have had to be like, is it an enemy?
No, I just decided she's literally going to attack him the minute you're out of the way. So
Yeah.
she is done with you. The poison damage is not going to double on this one because it's like a save effect. I'm going to say. All right, terrific. So you take
That's 15 plus
20 damage, yes.
damage. I am downed.
Oh no.
Your boy should have used his bonus action to give himself 10 HP, but he did not.
It would have made the difference.
It would have made the difference.
Um,
Alas, I was greedy. I didn't know Cho could deal 1,400 points of damage.
he's a little bit
To be
monstrous.
fair, he did.
He got insane rolls. He got a crit and
Ordinarily not.
I was expecting to hit you maybe once during this entire fight. It's hard to balance.
Yeah, I do have donk AC.
But yeah, with his sword sticking out of you, he pulls it back and smiles to himself at your downed body.
Yeah, and as he stabs me and as I'm fading from consciousness, I'll just say, "It's all right, Joe. I think I get it," and then I'm gonna collapse.
Yeah, you see a somewhat sad look on his face, and he just gives you a nod, like of acknowledgement.
No, Karos.
He's not dead yet.
Just unconscious.
Tom Frost is gonna continue attempting to wail on Anubis. He's a very burly man, so it's like Minotaur versus one of the largest men you've seen. So it's a Pacific Rim Duke 'em out kind of fight here.
Side note: that is on Netflix now. That third movie.
Oh, really?
PS
Oh, the
Zombie.
animated one.
Yeah, me and you
Good
didn't
show.
watch it. The 19 hits.
He does 3 bludgeoning damage as he continues to wail away
That hurt.
at you and your shield. Gross. You're gonna do a death saving throw, I believe.
Indeed, I will. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
That's a pass, as I understand. Anubis.
All right, I'm gonna send my spiritual weapon. Does it get an opportunity attack against it if it moves?
No,
Okay. I'm
No.
gonna,
It doesn't have an AC.
it's incorporeal.
I'm gonna send it to just kind of run distraction towards Glassy Boy. So
Mhm.
that'll be the first thing I do is an attack with it against him.
Sure. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Yeah, the light kind of like slams through him, and he takes it pretty well. Like he barely staggers on his feet and says, he goes, "Whoa, hey, parlay, parlay."
Too late for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you still have an action if you want to do something.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Hey, I think you might have skipped a sailor because the sailor token.
Oh yeah, I had my screen scrolled down too, so I didn't even see him.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing, and then I just saw him up there, and I was like, "When was he supposed to go?"
Yeah, he'll just chase Alibaba again. He feels like he's helping. I'll just do it real quick. Miss on Alibaba. Hardly a relevant turn. There we go. Yeah, so Mubis, you have an action still if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
do
movement still if you want.
I'm deciding between which healing thing I'm gonna do for you. There,
Well, and
Karas.
remember, you do only have an action, so you've probably not
Yeah.
got as many choices.
I think
Well, it's healing word or cure wounds. I'm trying to decide which one does the most. I can't remember.
Right.
So I'm looking.
And that's what I'm saying. If you've already used your bonus
or
action,
your Spare the Dying has a 30-foot range, I believe.
that is true. Great player. Although I will probably,
And you can cast it as a bonus action. Interesting.
I might very well recover all right, and there's always the chance that I get a 20. Pop back up my own self.
I have to touch.
But you hear what I'm saying about only having an action, yeah,
Yeah.
because you've used your bonus action.
Yes, I know. I'm just
So-
trying to decide what to do with that action. Is all.
Yeah. So healing word is out. Is all I was saying. Can't use it.
I haven't used my. I just a spiritual weapon attacked.
That's a
Right.
bonus attack.
Action, and so is healing word. So you can't use an action to use a bonus action. You can't interchange them like that. So you wouldn't be able to cast healing word because it's exclusively a bonus action.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, one bonus. Okay, so it has to be cure wounds. Okay, that makes. Well,
if you want to heal,
spare the dying is touch, so I'd have to
Well,
get in range to
it-
touch.
It's actually a Grave Cleric ability that has a 30-foot range for you.
Oh, cool.
so you'd be fine if you wanted to stabilize me before. Who knows if they'll stab my corpse or not?
Yeah, you can't play that game. Okay, I'm gonna do the 30-foot spare the dying on him as my action. Stabilize him, and that's all I can do.
Sounds good. Yeah, the steady stream of blood that's been pouring out of Kuros stops as he just lies there in his full armor. All right, Alibaba.
Alibaba pulls his staff up and points it at between Joe Glass and Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Shatter,
Cool.
level 2.
Ooh, nice.
Whoa. So what save is that?
Con says right on the.
Oh yeah, I had a character sheet open.
That's 20
So that's Rose's,
failure.
and this is going to be Jose's.
Success.
Roses and Joses.
All right, so she takes the full 19.
Which is a beefy amount of damage.
Yeah, that's a ton. And then he takes 9.
9.
Looks like I'll be doing a lot of shattering in the future.
Yeah, so you do it like a little bit up in the air so you don't hit Kuros with it. And it blasts Rose Flurry to her knees and bloodies her up a bit. Joe Glass, he again doesn't stagger as much as you'd expect him to and kind of like tanks the blast and goes, parlay, parlay, parlay. He's like pretty
What do you
ecstatically
mean by
shouting.
parlay? What?
I mean you no harm. I want to talk.
A little late for that.
What are we
And then
talking about?
he'll say, I might be your last ticket out of here. And he opens his shirt and he has a scar on his chest in the shape of a triangular labyrinth.
That's major.
Yeah, we need the like exclamation point from
Yeah. Ding.
Yeah, Rose isn't having any of this. She's going to attack Joe Glass.
I'm moving around this sailor.
Yeah, that's fine. She'll do 1, 2, 3. Oh, they will all hit.
Joe.
6, 9, and 7 from the dagger. My God. What's that?
I said, is that even possible? Dagger.
It is max damage. So 16 plus 6 is 22 damage as Joe gets tore up. Yeah, he gets kind of diced to ribbons, and he's like, still mad, I see. And Rose says to him, he was a good man. And Joe goes, it's a dead man. And now it's his turn. And he's going to attack Rose Flurry. Okay, good. I actually found his character sheet.
I'll do it for her.
Mm-mm. Okay. He'll do 2 attacks. Only the second one will hit. She will do a con save. Roll in, and pass. So she will take 8 damage. And they're both kind of just dueling it out over there. Tom Frost, he will continue his bout with Anubis. He saw you heal your friend, and he likes him an honorable fight, so he's gonna burn his action standing still because he doesn't want to attack you when you used your turn to heal a friend.
Very sweet.
How noble.
Nice guy.
Karos now stable but still unconscious, correct?
Correct. Any more death saves?
Sailor will also go. I'm gonna give him a name.
I believe my death save table does remain in case somebody attacks my dead body. Can't remember. I'd have to relook it up, but I might go dying again if I take any more damage.
The sailor manages to hit Alibaba and deal 5 slashing damage with his scimitar. And it's Anubis' turn.
Shoot. Okay, Sun Smasher is gonna move around and try to hit Rose Flurry.
All right.
So let me roll that damage. Or attack. Could be no damage. Nice.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Ooh, big hit. Yeah, the shield slams into her. She's not surprised by this. She knows you both came from the same ship. I mean, she's mildly confused at the infighting, but she's more concerned with all the terrible things happening to her. But she does still stand.
Okay, so
yeah, action.
The symbol on his chest, that's got the 3 different symbols, like the ones and the 3 colors for each of us. It's like what we see on the
correct.
Okay.
Correct. It is the same symbol that Karos activates.
Karos. Oh, you mean with the blood vials and stuff?
Right. Like when you touch the door, the circular one reacts to you, the rectangular one reacts to Alibaba, and the triangular one reacts to Karos.
Okay. Then I am going to try to break away from Tom Frost. And I'll take the opportunity attack. I basically look at him and I'm like, "Thanks for the noble fight," and I like start running away. And
yeah, he'll take the attack because he's like, "You won't get away from me,"
and miss. Okay,
but you will.
Yes. So once I get to his body, could Anubis try to like go to? here's what I want to do. I want to get the vials and try to start trying to activate the door, quote unquote. So
I
I'd
think
be
like you want to.
go to Karos's
You wanna-
body, find the vials, and then start trying to try to use the vials on his body. If that makes sense. Or is this just a tattoo? It's not magic at all.
I think what we're supposed to imply is that he is similar to me.
Oh,
So you know how there
okay,
are
gotcha.
group. Every group has one of these. I personally think Joe got stuck here. Like maybe his other two people either gave up or died without him or something.
Gotcha.
And he's trying
The
to
visual
guys.
this would be hilarious though.
It would have been.
The movie to splash a bunch of our blood on this random stranger that's trying to help us.
bloodborne disease. Just
Uh,
saying.
It's like what?
Offer him
Yeah.
offer him up as
What
a
are you doing?
sacrifice. That's all I'm saying.
I thought
No,
we were doing-
I thought it was the way it was portrayed. It seemed like, and you've said before, these people aren't like you're like they're not real or whatever. So I thought he was some sort of like port key. I didn't know he was sentient. I guess was what I was saying.
No, I think the things that he said when he attacked me make it seem that he is.
Okay.
And this is all just
Yeah,
this is sharing out of character things. Karos would be saying.
yeah. I'll say because he like explicitly showed it to you. There's not really a roll required, but the scar on his chest, it's crude. It's nowhere near as elaborate as what you've seen on the doors.
Okay, well, I just feel ridiculous, but I still am okay.
No, that was literally the minute you said that. I'm like, that would have been kind of awesome if it was people, but like that's not the case.
Well, if you want to make that, I'm ready next time.
Maybe someday.
Once enough time has passed that y'all have forgotten.
Okay.
We'll do
Edit
that.
the YouTube video to erase this conversation, and we'll use it later.
That's right. Well, I guess while I'm over here, I'm just gonna try to sun smash the rose.
Okay. Like a melee attack?
Yeah, melee attack rose on International Women's Day. I'm sorry. Oh.
That will hit.
Oh, well, okay, perfect.
Yeah, they're all in leather armor here, so it's nothing
Nothing
insane.
Are you allowing smites to be
Smart.
tacked on at the end?
Oh, that's how smites work.
It's explicitly how smites work, which is delicious.
Yes, you may smite if you like to.
I would like to.
Your first smite, we got lots of good first.
So I'm gonna do it at first level, so that's 2d8s.
Sweet.
So I'm just gonna roll the 2d8s.
Slash roll 2d8. So that's gonna be 13 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
She's very injured now. Your shield stabs in, and the sun half glows, and it shoots a beam of light. The beam projects through her body. It doesn't like tear a hole through her body, but you can tell that as it passes through her, it injures her greatly.
Cool.
And as she kind of is bleeding from various wounds, she says, "'Tis an honor to die in the line of duty." And it's Alibaba's turn.
Alibaba slips a strangely shaped dagger out of his pocket and stabs this sailor.
Cool.
Hopefully.
Oof.
That like so very barely misses.
He goes right through his cloak.
Is your strength any better, or because you
No.
can use strength or dex to
Strength is terrible on
Shada?
He's part of our crew. We all have terrible strength.
Yeah, we're the low strength boys for sure.
We're the beta bros, remember?
For sure.
Indeed.
I feel like a beta right now. My spells suck. Can't even hit the minion with my dagger. All right.
To be
Well.
fair, you
It was a bad roll. That's not. You can't feel poorly.
At least you didn't think a person was a door. Could be worse.
Alibaba is going to
It was a cool idea. There's nothing to be ashamed of there.
heroically block. He's going to take the opportunity to attack, move down to block, Tom Frost from coming down.
There you go. The sailor will take a swing.
He misses.
And indeed miss.
Yes.
I could side of a barn door.
And then Rose, who is doing very poorly, she's going to keep attacking Joe Glass. She doesn't like him, shall we say. I'll do 1, 2, 3. The dagger hits.
Oof, oof, oof.
And she will do 7 piercing damage as he manages to dodge. She's now kind of weary. He manages to duck and weave out of the way of her larger scimitar, but gets poinked by the dagger. He remains standing, though. He's of hardy stock. And for his turn, he's going to attack Miss Rose. And he's just gonna dump both attacks into her.
Nice.
A glorious hit. That's plenty. As he just drives his short sword straight through her heart, and she
Arguably
falls
with
to the
the
deck.
factor too, so even more.
Yes, but it was fine enough as is.
Indeed.
And he will just stay put. And then Tom Frost, he is going to... He's mad that Anubis left him.
Oh, no.
Wanted an honorable fight. He goes, come back here, you cad. He'll do his 2 attacks.
He was very mad.
Oh, man. He
Like
is mad.
From our DM.
For real. Alright. That's 11 bludgeoning damage as he
Oh, jeez.
smacks and smacks.
Could have been far worse.
Get off my ship! It's Sailor's turn. He continues his never-ending mission to kill Alibaba. He's dead. No! What is going on?
Insanity.
Oh, man.
The script I wrote isn't supposed to be this good.
So I have like 3/4 cover because he's attacking me from the other side of a mast right now.
11 slashing damage.
3/4 cover is like +5.
Yeah, it's plus to your AC, so you take 11 slashing damage. My goodness.
God.
Karos, you are still unconscious and stable. Amubis, it's your turn.
Oh,
Curious
jeez.
about where my desk is.
The sailor.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What the heck?
I'm going to
What's
spiritual
going on with my
weapon.
NPCs today?
Doesn't matter who has spiritual weapon. I was going to do it to the sailor,
Yeah, sure, you can move it over there.
but it's not going to do
That
anything.
misses, though. We'll just go ahead and drop it there, though, for efficiency's sake. You still got an action?
Yeah, I do. All right, I just got to ram Mr. Frost off me,
Sure.
so that I'm not doing so hot.
Has he not
but-
taken... Has he not taken any damage yet?
me?
I think he took a.
I'm-
a shield.
I'm getting pretty. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, go ahead and do your attack. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, I'm gonna smite
He
him,
takes... Yeah.
and I'm gonna smite him at a a higher level.
The second level?
Yeah. So that what is for each spell higher?
That'll be
3d8s is right.
Correct.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
It's an extra 1d8 per spell, up to a maximum of 5d8.
Kind of sucky, but
Yeah, again, the radiant energy blasts through his body, from like inside because you pierce into him as you do it. He does still stand though. He's a burly boy.
Oh man,
Alibaba.
Taylor.
Come on, this guy probably does not have that much HP. Take him out.
Which guy?
Sailor, I'm sure he's not.
Your arch nemesis, Sailor.
Sailor Man 2.
not
Right.
not even like a first class, just sailor.
We're going to start implementing the Nemesis system from Shadow
I
of
mean,
War.
maybe.
Sailor, the unkillable. No, Sailor the Pure.
Well, I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp on the Sailor because Eldritch Blast gets a disadvantage when it's in close proximity. So,
Sadly.
oh my-
Unbelievable.
With the 10s on this boy with 11 AC.
Yeah, I'm afraid that misses.
a +7. All right,
I'm sorry, mate. The
Only
dice are
I-
against you.
I'm just here to soak up hit point, damage.
Joe Glass is gonna hop around and attack Tom Frost.
I can take it, you stupid sailor.
Nice.
It is shocking how much
And that's fatal either way. So he's gonna run Tom Frost through, kill him, and then he's gonna hop over to Sailor for his second attack.
Joe Glass getting all the kills here.
Look what Sailor says.
Saving the
Well, he wants to join the crew.
Take a look at Sailor.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means
He also kills the sailor with his magical, slightly greenish tinted short sword. Yes, so we won't drop initiative yet because of the questionable nature of everything going on.
indeed.
Um,
Back awake in 2 hours if we were curious.
good to know. If nobody shakes you awake.
Indeed. Well, I think if nobody heals me,
Mm,
back with 1 HP in 2 hours.
gotcha.
Fine,
Um,
we'll heal you when we get a second. Gosh,
If only
so
there were some
needy.
particular class that we had present.
I've been
Um,
attacked and struck.
Yeah, so this is where I'm gonna wrap up for the night, so I can move on. I think it's a fine breaking point. But Joe Glass is going to look at the two of you kind of out of the corner of his eye, and he's gonna slowly sheath his sword and say, "Now, how about that talk?" And that's where we'll end.
Nice.
Dead on the floor.
Yes,
Afraid
Kuros
by
is.
my closest companion.
I'm by a guy
Who was that guy over there?
that.
They're gonna leave me for this dude who can deal a lot of damage. I just know.
That cool.
Killed everybody.
I've got so many
Yeah,
questions.
I didn't mean for him to
No,
be a
Fly,
DMPC. It's like
it was just a weird series of roles where like
I-
just Salem was unkillable for some reason.
yeah, it's like I mean, he literally like almost got killed by Rose Fleury, and then after that, he was just on fire.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and that happens too. Like it's more for me. It's always been like session 1, like level 1 things. But like you'll get a bandit in there. He'll just crit a couple times and murder somebody.
like our boy Sailor.
Yeah.
Oh, sailor.
I swear he probably did like second most damage. Out of anyone. No, that's not true. Alibaba did some insane damage. That one shatter alone was wild. Shatter, what a great spell.
Such
Glad
a
it-
great
glad it-
spell. Such a great
Mac.
crew all around. Everybody did great.
Mhm.
So that's been our Monday night D&D session. Thanks for listening along. If you're listening to this played back, thank you for listening to it later. Uh, just a reminder to check out our stuff. You can find us on Discord, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course on Twitch. Putu to ASU unlocks all those pages, so check us out. I will be putting tonight's session on YouTube later this week. I've just recently put up last week's session, so you can catch up either on Twitch or on our YouTube channel. We will have another riveting session of Dungeons and Dragons next week, and heck, we may even have something in between there. Just stay with us, and we'll keep you posted on that. Also, I was very proud of my little promo video I put out to advertise tonight's session. So find that on our social media, specifically on the Instagram. So check that out. It'll give you a nice little chuckle. And you can, of course, find us on the things. Don't forget to follow and like and subscribe for more content. I think that's about it. So Twitch and everyone listening, stay happy and stay healthy. This is Putu and Crew saying goodbye.
Bye.